every now and then I do lose my temper. Even nowadays. I mean, there's been this situation where I've been losing my temper with customer support as of late, where I have this theory. This theory is that in the future, great customer support, it's going to be something that brands are going to prioritize more. Right now, brands kind of treat customer support as an afterthought. They're like, well, yeah, let's just get a customer support, whatever. I mean, if we could save money hiring them from the Philippines, from India, from Hong Kong, wherever, let's just do it. Their main priority is how can they save money on their customer support. They don't think that, these people, the customer support, are going to be directly dealing with our customers when our customers are in their lowest position, when they're facing some sort of problem with our tool. So the people that we're hiring for customer support, we should make sure that they're top quality. But that hasn't been the case. As of late, I mean, when it rains, it pours. And within the last 2 weeks of 2023, I had 3 issues with a bunch of different platforms: Amazon, Skillshare, GetMunch. And GetMunch is this tool that gets full videos and turns it into shorts, and it puts subtitles on and everything, gives you a title. Great tool. But for all 3 of these tools, within the same 2 weeks, things just start going wrong. And when things start going wrong, I'm feeling anxious, right? Because I have no control over this. Now I need to rely on them to do their jobs. And each time that I'm reaching out to the customer support, each time I am disappointed in the service that I'm getting. There was this one situation where there's this ticket that I've been working with customer support for some time. It's been a long time, by the way. For some strange reason, they closed it without ever fixing it. I had to reopen the ticket. And this time, I'm like, I'm not going away, because last time I stopped following up with you guys stopped responding back to me. So I keep responding to them. And each time, they keep assigning me a new person to the ticket. Do you know how annoying this is? Where your business, it's going through a tough problem. You open a ticket, let's say you open it with this guy named Rohit. Rohit understands how painful this situation is for you. And you're glad that you're being understood. You're like, all right, Rohit, as long as you understand this is a big deal, I will be patient with you, but please make sure you give me updates. The next day that you ask for an update, there's a new person. And this new person, her name is Susie. And now Susie's like, sir, what is going on? Like, what is going on? So I got to explain everything. So you explain everything, but you try to let Susie know, hey, this is a big deal, okay? Do you understand that this is a big deal? And Susie's like, I think so. It's like, no, don't think. Know that this is a big deal. This is costing me money. Do you understand now? And after much talking, eventually Susie understands. And now you're losing your motivation for the day. You're like, man, I've been talking to this person, just trying to get them to understand how important this issue is. And then the next day, it's Mary that you got to explain the situation to. And this is becoming ridiculous. Just get one person to handle the ticket. And at this point, I am getting mad. All the body meditations, the breath work, all of that stuff, it goes out the window. I'm like, bro, do your damn job. And eventually what happens is that I eventually call one of these guys, and there's this rude manager that I'm connected with. I could already tell what happened because I used to work in IT. He's over here probably looking through the ticket log and seeing how much times I'm following up. And he's probably getting annoyed. Now he's the manager to all these Rohits, Susies, Marys, etc. So he's like, I'm not going to let this guy push me around. So he comes in the call with this ego where I'm asking him some questions and he just giving me one-word responses. Yes, no, I don't know. And it's infuriating me because he doesn't understand how frustrating this is, where when a customer is at their lowest point, they're interacting with the brand, and the brand hires a bunch of incompetent customer support members that does not empathize at all with the customer that is going through the tough time. Instead, these people are lackadaisical. These people are filled with ego. These people are filled with pride. And that's when I began to realize customer support is going to be a big role. And those folks that can understand it from the very beginning, right now, understand it in the beginning of 2024, that if you're building a brand and you're hiring incompetent folks that are dealing with your customers, when your customers are going through their lowest point. I keep trying to emphasize this because when everything is going well, you're going to feel happy that you hired talent cheap from overseas. And by the way, I'm not trying to hate on overseas. I've seen plenty of great talent from overseas, but you got to make sure you go in with the intention of training them correctly. When things are going well, that's when it's like, okay, see, look how much money we saved. I mean, we would have been paying double if we had to get real good customer support. But when things are going bad, this is when some customers will switch from your brand and they will never look back. 3 different situations where I have dealt with incompetent customer support. And a big problem with a lot of this is too much decentralization. Where decentralization, I believe, it got its flowers within the past 2 years. 2 years, decentralization has been the media darling. Anyone is talking about, oh yeah, we need decentralization. We got to decentralize this more. But now we're in this weird predicament where things have been a little too decentralized, where each time I'm hitting up the customer support, each time I'm getting someone new, it's been so decentralized to a point where I want some centralization. I want one person, central figure of authority that I can give props to once they solve the ticket, and I can blame until they solve the ticket. We need more accountability. And this is something that I believe is good. Or with the ArmaniTalks brand, I always try to do decentralization, where these books right behind me, people discovered them in different ways. Some people discover a book from Amazon. Other people discover it from a YouTube video. Other people discover it from one of their friends. Everything is decentralized in that way. But if someone ever has a problem with an ArmaniTalks product and they want a refund, they don't have to keep chasing a ghost hoping to get this refund. They eventually come to the big dog himself, Armani, and say, hey, my brother, for some reason, I thought I was going to get this, but I got this instead. Can you please give me a refund? And whatever platform I'm on, if it says issue refund, I will click that thing so quick. You have reached me. So you went from decentralization to centralization when there was a big problem that needed addressing. And more of these brands need to do this nowadays because let's be real. I mean, a lot of these brands, they don't even do that much work. Most work nowadays have been automated. So customer support is something that needs to be emphasized more. We need more situations where the customer not only is knowledgeable, but they also have emotional intelligence as well. Understand, empathize with the person, what they're going through. Do your best to articulate their feelings for them. The more that you get in the habit of articulating someone else's feelings for them, the more that it keeps you engaged. But don't overdo it. You're feeling like this. Don't say how they're feeling. Say, is this how you're feeling? And then be detailed. And if they say no, pay attention because they're telling you exactly how they feel. And from there, a rapport, a bridge is being built. And from that bridge, different things can happen. Other folks that are going through that low point, they'll maintain their cool with you more, as long as you understand. These people snap because they are having their time wasted. In this time, running a digital business, you could be doing a lot of things right. But if the platforms are messing up, they keep going down, they're not giving any updates, then you're just out of luck.